Yes, we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to another episode of Future Millionaires, Blockchain Crypto. Wow, it's the weeks are flying by, and so many people are signing up and getting the good news. And I've been getting good news, and a lot of folks who are around me are getting good news, and that's what it's all about. It's kind of funny in this world where we have it now, where many people are a little apprehensive to get involved in things like this, but they have been coming forward, and I have to congratulate you, because we know that for every time, 50 times that you're ripped off, trust me, there's somebody out there that has something good. And I want this to always be the good thing for you in this life. So we have a lot of new people who have been inquiring about things, and hopefully tonight you'll be able to get the information that you need. And again, like I said, we are going to hold your hand through the whole process, because this is not just a one-time interaction. We are a team, and team members, no matter where they stand, whether it's the highest of the heights or just getting in on the ground floor, we stick together. That's just the way it is. I always had a philosophy growing up. I said, we look at clean neighborhoods and say, wow, the neighborhood's so clean. I wish mine was that way. Well, if you would clean up the front of your house and half of the other person's house in front of their house and on the other side of your house, and they did the same thing, we'd have a spotless neighborhood. So if we push forward and learn and understand how this works and see where it's almost flawless. I kind of hate to say that, but I don't hate to say that. It's just so simple. The concept and how things work is really a flawless thing. Just like I said, if I was to go outside in front of my house and clean in front of my house and clean half of the next door neighbor on that side and half on the other side, well, guess what? We would be spotless, because there would be so much overlap. You understand? So this is a collective effort. We can't take the mentality of I got to get mine, or I got mine and you got to get yours, because if anybody over me, the next to me or below me in life, if they fall, I fall, because we're all part of a chain. And a chain, when it has a weak link, you better make sure that weak link gets stronger. Here, there are no weak links. We all move up together. So we have to keep on pushing and not believing in the system, but we have to know how the system works and know, when you go to work 5 days a week or 2 weeks straight and you're getting paid every 2 weeks, right? You know that you have earned the right to say, hey, I don't see my paycheck. Where is it? Well, in this system, it's the same way. You earn and you put your money the right way. You got it coming, and you get those rebuys up and you reinvest it, make it swell up more. You understand? The way they say bank accounts are supposed to be. So, Brother Audie, how are you doing tonight? And let me know when to hit these buttons and just talk to us a little bit, and we're ready to roll.
Welcome, Lance, and welcome all the viewers of the Lance Curve Show. Thank you for taking time out of your Mother's Day Sunday evening to attend the show.
Happy Mother's Day. That's right.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and the mothers-to-be. So we're not going to hold you long. We realize that it is Mother's Day, and perhaps you want to get the Mother's Day dinner or enjoy the rest of your evening. So we'll get started. Lance, you can
I'll play the introduction
video. Yeah, you can play the intro video.
Okay. All right.
Hypertech Group is a diversified blockchain services enterprise that utilizes blockchain technology to build a comprehensive, one-stop integrated digital supply chain. With an existing strong technological foundation, the group brings together the resources of its network of listed companies and more than 300 investment institutions and seeks to make positive contributions to the world via the development of the industry. With the mission of contributing to the world through technological breakthroughs, Hypertech Group has made major strides in driving blockchain innovation in many areas. Since inception, Hypertech Group has remained faithful to its founding mission, expanding steadily in line with its established ecological layout. In just a few short years, Hypertech has grown to become one of the top leaders within the industry. To cope with changing market conditions while staying in line with its long-term goals, the group is proud to launch Hyperfund Ogilvy Project, a development plan to build a DeFi, decentralized finance ecosystem that will provide a multifaceted, distributed financial infrastructure for all digital currency users. Hyperfund will invest in the incubation of more high-quality projects under Hypertech Group, leading the strategic direction of its financial technology arm, and is committed to make more practical contributions to the blockchain industry. At Hypertech Group, we are firm believers that blockchain can change the world. It can improve our daily lives in almost all aspects, increase efficiency, and reduce the cost of trust. Therefore, blockchain technology should not just be limited to financial applications. With our resources, technical prowess, and strong strategic partnerships, Hypertech Group will build a comprehensive hyper-ecosystem and successfully develop products and services that utilizes blockchain technology and infrastructure at their core. These include HyperBC, HyperPay, HyperFin, HPX, HyperMining, HyperTalk, HyperNews, HyperMall, and HyperShow. These products will open up a range of DeFi applications for members that encompass digital currency custodian services, wealth management, digital currency wallets, decentralized exchanges, blockchain interoperability, public and private chains, as well as social and media information platforms. Hyper Ecosystem, building on the foundation of Hyperfund, will establish an effective decentralized governance structure, breaking the operational barriers of each platform, and will promote the integration and development of the whole ecosystem. The strongest ecosystem cannot survive without the support of its members, just like how ideas are not realized without execution. Hypertech Group therefore strives to build a global community, setting the stage for mass adoption. At present, projects within the Hyper ecosystem have already carried out in-depth cooperation with more than 100 communities, with more communities in line to join and benefit from its holistic suite of DeFi products and services. The group will move towards the aggregation of the blockchain industry and build a strong and mighty community through the integration of the group's entire ecological layout. Time passes, but Hypertech Group's resolute has never changed. Let us work hard, and together we will build the world's strongest blockchain alliance.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think that was very informative, my brother. I'm ready to start when you are.
All right, thank you, Lance. Are
you ready?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. All right.
Hypertech Group is a diversified blockchain services enterprise that utilizes blockchain technology to build a comprehensive, one-stop integrated digital supply chain.
That's the same video.
With an existing strong...
That's a different video, but it starts out the same way. So it's going to play the beginning. Yeah, it's going to play the beginning the same way. And then once we get to the slides, we'll just stop it and have you talk.
Technological foundation. The group brings together the resources of its network of listed companies and more than 300 investment institutions and seeks to make positive contributions to the world via the development of the industry. With the mission of contributing to the world through technological breakthroughs, Hypertech Group has made major strides in driving blockchain innovation in many areas. Since inception, Hypertech Group has remained faithful to its founding mission, expanding steadily in line with its established ecological layout. In just a few short years, Hypertech has grown to become one of the top leaders within the industry. To cope with changing market conditions while staying in line with its long-term goals, the group is proud to launch Hyperfund Ogilvy Project, a development plan to build a DeFi, decentralized finance ecosystem that will provide a multifaceted, distributed financial infrastructure for all digital currency users. Hyperfund will invest in the incubation of more high-quality projects under Hypertech Group, leading the strategic direction of its financial technology arm, and is committed to make more practical contributions to the blockchain industry. At Hypertech Group, we are firm believers that blockchain can change the world. It can improve our daily lives in almost all aspects, increase efficiency, and reduce the cost of trust. Therefore, blockchain technology should not just be limited to financial applications. With our resources, technical prowess, and strong strategic partnerships, Hypertech Group will build a comprehensive hyper ecosystem and successfully develop products and services that utilizes blockchain technology and infrastructure at their core. These include HyperBC, HyperPay, HyperFin, HPX, HyperMining, HyperTalk, HyperNews, HyperMall, and HyperShow. These products will open up a range of DeFi applications for members that encompass digital currency custodian services, wealth management, digital currency wallets, decentralized exchanges, blockchain interoperability, public and private chains, as well as social and media information platforms. Hyper Ecosystem, building on the foundation of Hyperfund, will establish an effective decentralized governance structure, breaking the operational barriers of each platform, and will promote the integration and development of the whole ecosystem. The strongest ecosystem cannot survive without the support of its members, just like how ideas are not realized without execution. Hypertech Group therefore strives to build a global community, setting the stage for mass adoption. At present, projects within the Hyper ecosystem have already carried out in-depth cooperation with more than 100 communities, with more communities in line to join and benefit from its holistic suite of DeFi products and services. The group will move towards the aggregation of the blockchain industry and build a strong and mighty community through the integration of the group's entire ecological layout. Time passes, but Hypertech Group's resolute has never changed. Let us work hard, and together we will build the world's strongest blockchain alliance.
Okay, take it away, brother.
Thank you. First of all, again, I'd like to welcome everyone for taking the time out of this Sunday evening to attend our presentation. Now, before I get started, I'd like to say that I'd ask you to be patient with us because the streaming system that we're using does not synchronize with Microsoft, the PowerPoint presentation, so it doesn't run as seamless as the Zoom meeting on Wednesday, where we could literally control the slides, so it's going to be a little different here, but you're going to see the very same presentation. Before I start, let me say that I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I giving financial or investment advice. What I am introducing to you is not an investment, but a membership program that will allow you to earn rewards that can be converted to cryptocurrency and then converted into cash. To avoid running afoul of regulatory agencies, we have to be clear and specific when articulating our activity. We are in the crypto space, not the financial space. Now, can I make you a guarantee? No, because there are no guarantees in life. But based on the information that I'm going to share with you, you can do your due diligence and make an intelligent decision based on facts, not how you or anyone else feels, but facts. Would you enlarge that screen again, please? All right, bring the slide back up.
Hold tight. I got a bunch of options here. Give me a second.
All right, I see the slide now.
All right, hold on. Let me remove myself.
All right. So let me go over the etiquette. Please pay attention because this could be the it that you've been looking for. Many times we want opportunities in life, and sometimes they come along, we don't pay attention, they go right over our head, we may not be ready for them, but trust me, this is an opportunity that literally can make dreams come true. Perhaps you're retiring in a few years, and your 401k, your pension, your savings aren't enough to afford you the lifestyle that you would like to have during your retirement. Maybe you're trying to pay off a student loan, maybe you're trying to pay off a mortgage. Maybe you like to buy a house, start a business. Maybe you like to shoot your own movie or cut a CD. Well, I'm asking you to sit back, relax, and watch this presentation for the next 20 minutes. And I guarantee you that not only will you begin to dream again, you'll see how this opportunity can help you to realize your dreams. Next slide. All right, back one, yes. All right, so for that, I'd like to read our disclaimer. Back up, Lance, please.
Yeah, I'm using a scrubber, so it's going to take a few seconds to move up. It's
All right,
very compact.
All right, this is the one that I want. All right, I'd like to read our disclaimer. Thank you for attending this presentation. Participation in this project, like any other, involves risk. Under no circumstances should this presentation be considered as any type of solicitation, investment, or financial advice. The information is provided to you in general terms without accounting for your specific personal or financial situation. The project is on a best effort basis, and like any project, there's a risk of loss of all funds and commissions. Past results are not a guarantee of future performance. We recommend you seek the advice of a suitably qualified professional before deciding if unsure. All right, I'll read it from here, Lance. All right, your continued attendance of this meeting beyond this point indicates your acceptance of the above terms. Now, whenever you're getting involved in any kind of opportunity, there should be a list of criteria that you use to determine whether or not it's worthy of time, energy, and money. And some of those should be whether or not the owners are reputable and do they have integrity. Is the opportunity solid and do they have a solid track record? Are they well financed and do they have the experience to deliver? Are they respected industry leaders? And is the timing right for this opportunity? And is it trending? We have all of this and more. Next slide. Introducing the Hypertech Group, the world's strongest blockchain alliance, a truly unique once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Next slide. We have offices in Shanghai, Hong Kong, and Melbourne. Next slide. All right, back up, please. There are four basic companies that make up the Hypertech Group, which is a conglomeration of companies under which falls many other companies. The first company is Blockchain Global, which was founded in 2014 and they invested over $300 million in over 80 blockchain projects and companies, including NIM and Tron. And they advise governments and Fortune 500 companies, and they have offices in 22 locations globally, including my home city, New York, at 600 Fifth Avenue, Rockefeller Center. The next company is Star, which was founded in 2015, and they invested over $400 million in over 300 blockchain companies, including over 40 crypto exchanges and 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies, which are worth billions. They are the largest blockchain venture capital company in the world, and they have offices in Australia and Hong Kong. Now, you may say, well, what is a venture capital company? Well, you might equate it with Shark Tank on television, where people come before the shark with their businesses, and they would like the shark to invest in them. Well, the same thing here with Star. The only difference is that companies in the blockchain crypto arena, they pitch their projects to Star. Projects such as crypto exchanges, cryptocurrency, and blockchain companies. The next company is HCAsh, which was founded in 2016, and they invested $50 million in quantum-resistant security with IBM, which is the world's most advanced patented project, blockchain project, and research and development is done in Purdue, Monash, Tokyo, and Shanghai universities. Now, you might ask, what is quantum security, quantum-resistant security? Well, in the next 10 to 15 years, it's projected that the average household will have a quantum computer. A quantum computer is 1,000 times faster than the supercomputers that businesses are using today. Well, with that comes the easier access for hackers to hack you. So that's where the quantum resistance security comes in. And HCAsh has been working with IBM for the last 4 years developing that security. The last company is BW.com, which was purchased in 2017 for $100 million. Today, they have over $15 billion in crypto assets mined. They have over 300 million Bitcoin alone. All right. And we all know today, Bitcoin is over $55,000 for one. They have over 300,000, not to mention they have Ethereum and many other cryptocurrencies as well. They are one of the 4 top crypto mining groups that mines 60% of all new Bitcoin. And they have offices in Perth, Amboy, and Sydney, Australia. Next slide. Now let me introduce you to our owner and founder, Ryan Hsu. He is a self-made billionaire and an industry pioneer. He has been mining Bitcoin since 2009. And as a result of that, he has accumulated thousands of Bitcoin. Back up some. When he started in 2009, just a couple years later, he had over 10,000 Bitcoin by himself as an individual miner. All right. He then took $100 million and bought BW.com. And as a result of that, they have crypto mining factories around the world. Now, it's not an individual miner. We're talking about factories with thousands and thousands of computers mining the various cryptocurrency. And so that's why they are not just billionaires, they are multi-billionaires. Multiply 300,000 times 50, the cost of, cost of one Bitcoin. He literally became a billionaire, and he then put his money to work building a blockchain crypto empire by investing in other companies in the blockchain and crypto space. He owns 3% of Binance, which is the world's largest crypto exchange. Binance earns millions daily from their transaction. He also owns the Who exchange. He's tokenized 3 of his own companies, which include HCash, Molecular of the Future, and HDAO. Now, Molecular of the Future, that particular coin was a month or so ago was just 7 cents. I think it's over 40 cents now. I remember it went as high as 49 cents, and I saw it as low as 42 cents. But I know someone that bought more than $100,000 of that coin at 7 cents. And so just imagine when it got to 42 cents, he had 9 times his money. All right. So that was over $900,000. That was a smart investment. Now, they have multiple coins that they come out with from time to time, and the company coins do, in fact, make money. He's also an angel investor in 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies in the world, including Tether, Bitcoin, Monero, NIM, and Tron. And he's a shareholder in 5 publicly listed companies, including NASDAQ here in the United States. He's extremely knowledgeable about the crypto space, and he has a track record to prove it. Next slide. Now here's his partner and co-founder, Sam Lee. He's the founder and CEO of Blockchain Global. He's a famous blockchain speaker. He's spoken on stages all over the world, including the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. And he's been interviewed by outlets such as CNN, BBC, Bloomberg, and others. Next slide. All right, here you see Sam being interviewed by Sky News and CNN. Next slide. Here you see Sam with government dignitaries and business leaders from around the world, such as Australia, Russia, Indonesia, Pakistan, and other countries. That in and of itself lends credence to the fact that they have a lot of credibility. It's one thing to deal with companies, but not only are they dealing with companies, they're dealing with governments around the world. And this is just a small list of the companies and governments that they're dealing with. Next. We have a saying that documentation beats conversation. So we don't just tell you what we can do, we prove it with documentation. You see, people can tell you anything, but can they substantiate it? We can with documented proof. Next slide. All right, here's an article that was written in 2017 regarding Star Capital establishing a $300 million blockchain fund. The next article is about NIM partnering with Blockchain Global to expand internationally. This article is from June 2017. Next article. Here you see several articles, and as you can see, there's an article written by Yahoo Finance that alludes to Hypertech Group announcing the launch of Hyperfund Global and the Ogilvy Project. Next. This is an article about the acquisition of BW.com in 2017 for $100 million. As I said before, today they have assets over $15 billion. Now, this is just one of the many reasons why they're able to give their members a 0.5% to 1% in daily rewards. If BW.com was the only company that they had, this would be enough to make me want to align myself with them. You see, mining cryptocurrency is like a license to print money. Next slide. Now, you've all heard of Amazon Prime. Well, Amazon Prime produced a 6-part series on blockchain technology entitled Next Blockchain. And in episode 6 of that series, the principles of the Hypertech Group were featured. The series isn't about the Hypertech Group. It's about those who are who's who in the blockchain and crypto arena. And the principles of the Hypertech Group are the who's who in blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. These are the very biggest players in blockchain and crypto technology, bar none. Next slide. This is our equity portfolio, which has a collective market valuation of over $10 billion. Next slide. Now, here's where you and I come in. We need promoters and users. Blockchain technology is a multi-trillion-dollar trend. Mass adoption is coming. And what do I mean by that? In the not too far future, it will touch every facet of human existence. business, government, education, healthcare, travel, entertainment, sports, shopping, etc. And we are in a position to capture a large market share with your help. And for that help, you'll be rewarded handsomely for helping us to build the world's largest blockchain community. Next slide. The Hypertech Group is building a blockchain ecosystem with 30 million customers to do a multi-billion-dollar IPO to bring blockchain to the masses. Within Hypertech's ecosystem is Blockchain Global, BW.com, Colin Star, and Cash. And now we are introducing the newest tentacle of Hypertech Global's conglomeration of companies, Hyperfund Global, which is why we're here today. And you can be a part of this vast undertaking. Never before in the history of mankind has an opportunity of this magnitude been presented to the average man and woman to take advantage of. You are in a very unique position, and whether or not you take advantage of it is up to you. All right, Hyperfund, the world's most sustainable passive program. You know, today you can't go online without being bombarded with stock trading programs, forex trading programs, and crypto trading programs. These programs have two things in common. They have two things in common that make the average man think twice before getting involved. One is a learning curve. You have to learn those programs before you can earn any money. But also, you have the possibility of losing some or all of your money before you earn anything. Well, we have a passive rewards program that you can get involved with. There is no learning curve. You don't have to learn a single thing. You become a member, and by virtue of your membership, you get to earn daily rewards of 0.5% to 1% each and every day. Now, there's many people out here who don't want to talk to anyone, and I was like that myself. When I first heard about the program, I said I wasn't interested. I was pretty much resigned from or retired from networking. And I told the person who was introducing the program to me, well, if you have a program that will allow me to earn money without talking to anybody, without selling anything, without recruiting, I'm all in. He said, well, this is such a program. And I said to myself, yeah, right. And so for that reason, I hadn't looked at the program for a couple of weeks. But since I promised him that I would, I finally took a look at it. And I was blown away and unretired because this program has something for everyone. If you don't want to talk to people, this program is for you. If you like to recruit people, this program is for you as well. And so I just said to myself, wait a minute. There are way more people who don't want to talk to people than people who would. But guess what they both have in common? Everybody wants to make money. People have money sitting in banks right now, literally doing nothing. When you put money in the bank today, it's tantamount to giving a bank an interest-free loan. Why? Because they're going to take your money, they're going to lend it out for mortgages, car loans, student loans, refinance, what have you. And they'll make money for years and years and years and give you zero. I think last year they were giving a 0%, 0.5%. This year they're giving zero. Our members earn in daily rewards in one day what banks were paying last year and the whole year. A friend of mine called me. She told me her girlfriend had $1,500 in the bank. She received a statement and she made in 1 year 10 cents. She asked my friend for her link because she wanted to sign up in the program. Next slide. Here we have a very unique feature to our program. We have a licensed bank in Australia called HyperBC. We have over 1 million companies. Now, what sets our bank apart from every other bank? Well, glad you asked. In our bank, you can store your cryptocurrency. You can store your Bitcoin in our bank and get 10% annually. How do you like that? If you have USDT, you can get 5.7% annually. Now, with our bank, we also have a card called a HyperPay card. You can download the app from the Google Play Store. You can use our card in 176 countries at the point of service, and your crypto will be converted to fiat currency. You can go to an ATM machine and instantly convert it to fiat currency and extract money from an ATM machine. Now, there's one very unique feature about our bank that no other bank in the world can boast. You can be approved for a Visa card that will allow you to spend up to $50,000 each and every day. Now, if you're tired of jumping through hoops when you go to the bank and you want to take $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 out of the bank, all right, you don't want to have to give anyone an explanation of why you want to take your money out, what you want to do with your money. It's your money. Well, guess what? A new day is dawning and the banks are freaking out because people now have a plan B. Next slide. What's next? Blockchain services. On top of a highly profitable crypto portfolio, the Hypertech Group is developing a unique decentralized finance ecosystem that capitalizes on some of the most profitable industries in existence: social media, crypto mining, e-commerce, news, digital banking, financial technology. One ecosystem, 9 highly profitable apps, all adding massive value, revenue streams, and revolutionizing the industry as we know it today. Ladies and gentlemen, blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is the future, and the future is here. Now, I just showed you 2 of our apps, our banking app and our HyperPay card. Well, we're going to also have HyperFin, where you'll be able to do financial services via an app. Get a bank loan, get a car loan, student loan, life insurance, and other financial services via an app. We're going to have HyperTalk. This is an app similar to WhatsApp where you'll be able to communicate with people, but guess what else you'll be able to do? Instead of going down to Western Union or wherever you transfer money, you'll be able to transfer your cryptocurrency peer-to-peer with very, very, very low fees. That is truly exciting. We just announced our Hyper Mall a couple of weeks ago. That's our equivalent of Amazon. All right, we'll be able to use our cryptocurrency to buy from our own mall. And we're going to have other apps as well. But as I mentioned, there's going to be 9 apps that comprise this community. And they're putting together 30 million customers because they want to do a multi-billion-dollar IPO. And if you are a member of the HyperFund Global, guess what? You'll also have the opportunity to be able to get some shares in the stock when that IPO occurs. Next slide. Now, you may say, well, how can they afford to pay us 0.5% to 1% daily? Well, let me explain. First of all, they're what's called crypto whales. They control such a vast amount of cryptocurrency. Whenever they move a large amount of cryptocurrency, whether it's millions, they can move the market in one direction or the other, 1 or 2%. That makes them market makers. They also have large-scale crypto mining, as I mentioned before. They have BW.com, which is one of the 4 top crypto mining companies. And as I said, they have already mined 300,000 Bitcoin. They have thousands of Ethereum and other coins as well. So with no other operation, I think that alone would be able to give us the 0.5% to 1% a day. But they're also angel investors. You've heard of Binance, the largest exchange in the world. Well, they helped Binance get started by lending them money. And there's some other large exchanges that you know out there. Well, guess what? the principles of the Hypertech group, where angel investors getting many of them started. They launch innovative projects, they stake innovative projects, they list utility tokens, and they own over 40 crypto exchanges of their own. So anyone who deal with cryptocurrency know that there are transaction fees involved. So if they have 40 crypto exchanges, well, they're collecting a ton of fees. We get the benefit from all that. Next slide. So join, purchase, and receive rewards. We have three basic membership. We have a $300 membership, we have a $500 membership, and we have a $10,000 membership. You receive a 0.5% to 1% daily in past rewards until a company doubles your membership amount. Next slide. Now, normally you receive 2 times your membership amount, but it has been increased to 3 times that amount. How long will it last? I don't know. So with a $1,000 membership, you receive a minimum of $150 per month for 20 months. Your membership lasts for 20 months. That's a total of $3,000. If you have a $500 membership, you receive a minimum of $75 a month times 20 months, which is $1,500. And if you have a $300 membership, you receive a minimum of $45 per month times 20 months, which totals $900. There are no monthly fees and there are no forced upgrades. Now, you can have any combination of those memberships. You know, you can have 1,000, you could have 10,000. Some have memberships as high as 100,000. I think I've heard of 2 getting memberships of 500,000, and one person, I think it's a woman out of South Africa, who got a membership of $1 million. You see, when Hyperfund Global first started, they came to the United States, but the Americans weren't up on cryptocurrency as much as foreigners were. So they went to South America, Africa, Asia, and Europe, and they grew the business over there. As a matter of fact, they exploded the business over there, and they came back here about 9 months ago. And now, you know, Americans are running with it. We have a woman in Maryland by the name of Bitcoin Beauty. That's our handle. And she's broken all company records. She's reached the top position in 6 months. To date, no one has done that. Next slide. All right, so learn, back up, please. Learn, earn, and multiply. Purchase your membership with hyper units. 1 hyper unit is equivalent to $1. We use USDT Tether to purchase our membership. So we have to buy either Bitcoin and change it to Tether, or we buy USDT Tether and we purchase our membership. And USDT Tether is a stable currency, unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum, or the other currencies that fluctuate. USDT is pegged to the US dollar, dollar for dollar. So when you purchase your membership, say 300, 500, or 1,000, or whatever that membership is, you're purchasing it with a stable dollar, a stable currency, which is pegged to the US dollar. And the company has an internal coin called the hyper unit, which is also equal to dollar for dollar US dollar. So for your membership, you get education with Mars Academy. You learn blockchain and crypto technology from 3 top universities. When you become a member in your back office, you can log in and you can literally get an education about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency from A to Z, from beginner's level to advanced level. All right, and you don't have to pay any extra, whether you have a membership at $300 or $300,000. You're getting the same 0.5% to 1% a day, and you're getting the same, you have access to the same education. All right, and you will also receive pre-sale offers on new projects at 20 to 30% below market value. These are the three coins that they have: HCash, Molecular of the Future, and HyperDAO. HyperDAO is one that I purchased earlier this week. HyperDAO right now is at 1 cent. It went up to 2 cents. It's back down to 1 cent. But knowing the company's track record and how they produce winners over and over and over again, I said, well, if it's a penny now, even if it went to 10 cents, I made 10 times my money. So that's an offer that I definitely couldn't refuse. I bought it at a penny and I plan to buy a lot more. Next slide. Next slide. All right. So back up one, please. Yes. Move forward one. All right, so that's the end of part one. You receive daily rewards, education and pre-sale tokens, action invited for a link, and triple your membership value. That's for those who would like to be passive earners, don't want to talk to anyone. They just like to get their daily rewards passively. Now, for those who would like to earn money exponentially, well, we have a leverage rewards program. If you want to talk to people, you don't mind talking to people, you don't mind sharing the opportunity, you can make a tremendous amount of money, and I'll explain that shortly. Next slide. We have a saying that sharing is caring, but sharing can also be quite lucrative. If you know of an opportunity where you could change your life and the lives of your family and friends, would you not share that with people? If people are getting nothing for their money in the bank and you know a way where they can receive 0.5% each and every day, how could you not share it? Well, by sharing that, that also allows you to make a tremendous amount of money to give you an even better lifestyle. Next slide. All right. We have one of the most lucrative long-term rewards programs. And I mean that literally. I've seen a lot of programs, but this is really, really mind-blowing. Extremely, extremely lucrative. We have a very simple unilevel marketing structure that pays bonuses on 20 levels. The first reward is a community reward. As I said, it's paid on 20 levels, and it's based on your downline's daily rewards. Whatever your daily rewards is, or your downline's daily rewards, all right, you get a bonus based on that, not weekly, not monthly, but daily. You earn daily, and that really got my attention. As I said, it's very simple, and the magic number is 20. If you refer 20 people, that unlocks all 20 levels of rewards. The next reward is the VIP reward, which is also a daily reward. And that's based on your downline's total sales, excluding the largest leg in your organization. So let's say you had 10 people that you personally introduced to the program. And there's one leg that's just a runaway leg. That means they're growing leaps and bounds. Well, that leg is excluded from the VIP rewards. Now, they will fall under the community reward because they fall within that 20 level unilevel structure. But for the purposes of that extra bonus you receive, which is the VIP reward, the largest leg is excluded, and from your other legs, that total will give you a daily reward. And the last reward is the global reward. That's paid monthly. The company takes 4% of all company sales and divide it among those VIPs who are qualified. Next slide. All right, this is our community reward. And as I said before, is based on 20 levels, and it's a unilevel bonus structure. You can have as many people as you want on your first level. But as I said before, the magic number is 20. So if you refer just one person, however many people you have in your first level, you'll be able to receive rewards from all of them. And the company is going to give you a 20% match on whatever they receive daily. So if a person had $1,000 membership, they're receiving 0.5%, which is $5 a day. You refer that person, you're getting a matching bonus of 20%. So you would receive $1 a day for the next 20 months. Now, if you refer 2 people, that will allow you to unlock all those on your second level. 3 people, you unlock all those in your third levels, and so forth and so on down 20 levels. So if you have 20 people personally introduced to the program, you get to earn on all 20 levels of that marketing structure. All right. In a minute, I'll show you how you can also earn to infinity. Next slide. This is how you earn to infinity. You become part of the VIP. We have 7 VIPs: Expert, Pro, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 star. In order to be an expert, your total group sales would have to total 50 HU. All right, and the HU is equivalent to $50,000 minus your largest leg. So if you only had 5 people that you introduced on your first level, and one of them, had a larger volume than all the others, then that one's excluded from the VIP bonus. So you'll receive 0.5% of the rest of that volume, totaling $50,000. That would make you a VIP expert. In order to be a VIP Pro, your organization would have to do a total of 100,000 HU minus the largest leg, and then you'll receive an additional 1%. To be a VIP 1 star, your organization would have to do a total of 250,000 HU minus the largest leg, and then you'll receive an additional 3%. In order to be a VIP 2 star, your organization would have to do a total of 500,000 HU minus the largest leg, and then you'd receive an additional 6%. In order to be a VIP 3, your organization would have to do a total of 1 million HU minus the largest leg, you'll receive an additional 9%. In order to be a VIP 4, your organization would have to do a total of 3 million HU minus the largest leg again, and you would receive an additional 12%. Now, the top position is VIP 5. Your organization would have to do a total of 5 million HU minus the largest leg, and you would then receive an additional 15%. Now, if you notice the graphic on the lower left, you'll see U, and then A, B, and C. A has 10 million HU. So that's the largest leg. That will be excluded from that person becoming a VIP 5 star. But if you notice, B and C totals $5 million. So now that qualifies a person to be a VIP 5. And now that person will receive an additional 15%. And that 15% would be the HU with what that group does daily, which is 40,000 HU. So that person would receive $6,000 HU per day, not week, not month, but per day. Now, we haven't seen this before. All right, in the past, when you heard a person was making $6,000 in a month, that sounded good. Well, just imagine making $6,000 a day. Ladies and gentlemen, people are making that and much more. All right, this company has produced millionaires in less than 1 year. And that's before everything was fully organized. That's before they had all the webinars and they had all the trainings and everything else. We are lucky, all right, because those that came before us, they built the foundation. Things are so much easier now. And so now we've stepped in and people are achieving that in less than a year. As I said, we have a woman out of Maryland we call Bitcoin Beauty. She achieved the position of VIP 5 in 6 months. I've been in since October 21st. I'm now a VIP 2-star. All right. In short order, I'll be a VIP 3. So my goal is to VIP 5, be a VIP 5, which I'm sure I'll make in a not too far future. All right. Next slide. Now, just imagine if your banker offered you 20% per month for 12 months. Back up, please. All right. So if your banker offered you 20% per month for 12 months and you had $1,000, that would be $200 per month, and your return would be $2,400. Now, if you compound your returns at 20% per month for 1 year, your $1,000 grows to $10,000. Now, we are not a bank and we don't do compounding. As I said, we are in the crypto space, not the financial space, but we have an alternative. Next slide. We have a strategy called the rebuy strategy. When your daily rewards totals $50, you can do what is called a rebuy. But you take that $50 and then you add that to your initial membership. So if you have a $1,000 membership, it would allow you to do a rebuy every 10 days because with $1,000, you're receiving $5 a day. If you have a $500 membership, that will allow you to do a rebuy every 20 days because with a $500 membership, you're receiving $2.50 a day. And if you have a $300 membership, that will allow you to do a rebuy every 34 days. The $300 membership pays you $1.50 in rewards daily. Next slide. Now, let me show you how our rebuy strategy works using $1,000 as an example. If you do rebuys for a little over 13 months, your $1,000 turns into $10,000. If you continue to do rebuys for another 13 plus months, that $10,000 turns into $100,000. And you continue to do rebuys and your rewards continue to grow exponentially. Next slide. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. This is something that Albert Einstein said years ago. Some of our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents experienced the Depression. And during that Depression, despite the fact that times were hard, difficult, millionaires were created. Well, guess what? We are now going through a depression. It's not being called that, but it is. What happened during the Depression? People lost their jobs, businesses closed, there were food lines. Are we experiencing the same thing today? On top of that, we have the so-called pandemic. But guess what? In the midst of all that, there's still an opportunity. And today, people are also becoming millionaires, but they are also becoming billionaires as well, despite the fact that, we're living in very difficult times. So if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. Excuses will always be there for you. Opportunity won't. Next slide. Officially, this is the end. If you are ready to increase your wealth, congratulations. Now, we have seminars throughout the week. We have multiple Zoom presentations. Some days we have multiple Zoom presentations, but we have Zoom presentations 7 days a week. Saturday, we have our leadership training. Sunday, we have our technical training. All right. I'm here on the Lance Gersh Show every Sunday at 7. We also do a Zoom every Wednesday at 7 p.m. So what I would say is speak to the person who invited you to this presentation. You can look in the description and you'll see our phone numbers. You'll see our email addresses. You can contact us, and we'll help you to get started. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for attending the presentation. And if there are any questions, would you please put them in the chat, and I'll answer those questions for you.
We good?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, all right.
Are there any questions in the chat?
Any questions in the chat? Speak now or forever hold it. You want to take that call?
No. Any questions?
No questions. It's a short one.
Good. Well, it's Mother's Day. You know, people probably having dinner, relaxing, or whatever. Well, again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. We'll be here next Sunday at 7 p.m. If you think of a question that you couldn't think of at the moment, remember you can reach out to us in the chat. I'm sorry, in the description, we have the phone numbers, we have email addresses, so you can send that question to us.
There's a question here.
Yes.
Empress LG, if you could take care of that, we have the information pinned on top of the chat room, and you can send your information to those email addresses, but that's how you get the code and the other information and stuff. But go ahead, if you wanted to answer that further, Brother Audie.
Yes, does someone have a code question?
Yes, they ask, how do you get an invitation code?
Oh, all right. And just look in the description and you'll see that information there.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
Also, if you would like a presentation for your group, you'd like to put a group of people together, I'm more than willing to entertain that. We'll do groups for private groups. You know, it could be 4 or 5 people.
I have something else to say too. There's a lot of not confusion, but we work as a team, Audie, Empress G, and myself. So whoever, it's funneled up, right, to Brother Audie, and we handle it. So whether you join through Empress G or send her information or send me the information, Brother Audie is going to process everything. So it's not like, well, it's just one or the other. We work together. So that's how we do. So some may want to send this one or that one or whatever, but we all work as a collective unit. And that helps to push us even more because that's how we work on this level. And anybody coming with us or coming in, you're part of a team. So we all work together. So that eliminates any hierarchical confusion, especially within this team that we have. This is why we work together so good, because we're on the phone with each other several times a day. When people have inquiries, whatever, we send it to Brother Audie because he's the one who has been in this longer, and we are learning certain things, and we're going to learn just as much, but we're still going to operate that way. It's like one roof, and we have one family, and we eat out of the same kitchen. We have to keep the yard clean, keep the house clean, and it's all one pot. So that's how we operate here. Just wanted to say that.
All right. So again, thank you everyone for coming. Good night. And hopefully we'll hear from you on Wednesday. If you need some information in the interim, you can give us a shout, but not, come to our Zoom on Wednesday, come back here Sunday. Don't come alone, bring people with you.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Okay, talk to you in a little while. Peace.